What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dog Father. I'm your lifestyle coach, your dog coach, kicking free game to all you new and inexperienced owners. Today's topic is, what is the single most important responsibility dog owners will face every single day? The biggest responsibility most dog owners will face, other than feeding your dog every day, is securing your dog, putting your dog up, containing your dog. Properly securing your dog is arguably one of the most important things you'll be doing for your dog pretty much every single day for the rest of his life. Every time you go to work, every time you go hang out with friends, every time you bring friends over or company, anytime you leave for a certain period of time, the most important thing you need to do is secure your dog. Why is securing your dog so important? Securing your dog is important because it protects your dog from harm, and it also protects your dog from causing harm to other people or the dogs. I can't tell you guys how many times dog fights or dog altercations happens. I can't express how many times dog altercations have happened because other people's dogs are loose while you're walking your dog in the neighborhood. It happened to me about 3 or 4 times. Dogs have run up on my dog while I was walking, and this is just how bad things happen. You also give people the right to kill your dog, shoot your dog if your dog is on their property and the dog assumes to be dangerous or life-threatening. So just a lot of things can happen when you do not secure your dog properly. And not only that, even inside your own house, people who own multiple of dogs, this is a nightmare. If you own multiple of dogs, and depending on the breed that you have, you could possibly come home to dead dogs because you didn't secure them properly. You don't have the proper housing for them, the proper kennels, whatever the case may be. If you have multiple of dogs, the most important thing, especially for people like you, is to have security, is to have your dogs properly contained. Dog fighting inside of your own home is way worse than dog altercations outside. Dog fighting, organized dog fighting, people who purposely fight dogs is way better than your 2 dogs fighting inside the house. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Because if you're gone for 30 minutes or 45 minutes and you didn't secure your dogs right, who the hell is watching your dogs? And if your dogs get into altercation, who the hell is going to stop it? Your dogs are not going to stop until one dog, especially if they're both dominant breeds, if one dog just submits or quits. But if you got 2 dominant dogs in the house, none of them are quitting. So somebody's going to either end up dead or severely injured. Versus organized dog fighting, which I don't promote, but it's regulated. You know what I'm saying? These dogs don't kill each other. They just fight until somebody taps out or the referee comes in between and stops the dogs from continuing to fighting. And they walk off with scratches, and somebody might be severely injured. But it's worse when your dogs fight because nobody's there to regulate it. The dogs are just going to continue to keep ripping each other's throats out until a dog submits. I done heard plenty of terrifying stories of dog breeders, because I'm in the dog breeding world. We all talk and we all have these discussions. I done heard terrifying stories of people who own multitude of dogs coming back home and a dog leg could be missing, dog bleeding out all over the ground. Dogs damn near ripped each other's throats out. It's really scary. It's petrifying. It makes you want to, never want to breed ever again. So this is the severity of not properly containing your dog. This is the harsh reality of it. And it happens to the best of us too. It happened to me a couple times before. My dogs done got out their cages. I done had altercations in my house where I came back home and it was a living nightmare. Luckily, dogs survived, but it's a growing experience, and it happens to the best of us. But it's the single most important thing you'll be needing to do every single day is securing your dog properly before you leave. So, a lot of people get these dogs and they think that it's not that big of a deal, but it's really a huge deal, because not only should you be concerned, but the next person who's concerned is your neighbors. So let's talk about how important your neighbors are when dealing with your dogs. Someone asked me, how trained do their dog need to be? How do you know if you have a well-trained dog? And then my response was, well, what does your neighbor think about your dog? And then they said, my neighbor likes my dogs. My dogs don't cause my neighbors any problems. And I said, that's it. That's all you need. If your dog is not causing no harm to your neighbors, or your neighbors do not have any harsh feelings towards your dogs, that's all the dog training you need. So when you're watching these social media dog training gurus and they got the dogs going between the legs, around the back like they Allen Iverson or something, playing NBA Space Jams with dog and stuff. And then they look at the camera saying, that's what you need. You need this kind of dog training. No, you don't. The way you are able to measure if your dog is trained enough or if you have a good dog is based on the opinion of your neighbors. And the reason is because they the only people who can call animal control on you. Who else is going to call animal control on you? Nobody else is going to call animal control on you but your neighbors. All right. So when you guys buy dogs or you rescue a dog, a person that you need to take in consideration is your neighbors. Because they could animal control. Right. So that's how important your neighbors are. Now granted, I'm not saying you need to kiss your neighbor's ass because we all got some hating. Some of us got some hating ass neighbors. Me, I got some hating ass neighbors. So I'm 24 years old. I just finished college. I moved back down to Miami, Florida into this suburban neighborhood on the outskirts of Miami. And I'm the youngest homeowner. Everybody around me is 45, 55 years old. They have spouses. They have a wife, a husband, a dog named Skipper, some badass kids. And here I come and I move in with my 4 hellhounds. I got these double XL gorgeous big old pit bulls. And they're posted up in the house with me. So within a month of me moving in, I had animal control called on me 4 times. And it kept getting worse. And it got to the point where animal control just simply said, son, someone just keeps calling us out here and we have to come. They say that you have dogs on the loose and your dogs are this and that, but we don't see nothing wrong with your dogs. Son, I think somebody here just doesn't like you. So in my mind, I'm like, why would nobody like me? What did I do to piss my neighbors off? I don't have no parties. I don't play no loud music. What is the issue? And then I put it all together. They don't like me because their daughters love me. I'm the same age of their daughters. Their daughters love me, and it's only natural. So whenever their daughter will wake up in the morning, go jogging early in the morning, they'll see me early in the morning. Right? It's only natural, too, because what y'all expect? You know, when kids go to an adult function with their parents visiting their coworkers, as a kid, you thinking this function about to be born until you see kids around your age at this function. Y'all go run upstairs, go play hide and go seek, or go play Xbox or PS5. You done made you a new friend. But it's different now that we're older. If I see somebody, and especially a female, who's around my age, we look at each other and we be like, oh, we about to have some fun. So I don't know why they was calling animal control. If I was my neighbors, I would have been calling Parent Planning-hood, not animal control, because you know what's going to happen next. We all have hating ass neighbors sometimes. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we can do about that. But here's my advice to all you hating ass neighbors. If you're going to keep calling animal control, you got to realize that you're going to run out of calls and they're going to stop coming out. It's kind of like crying wolf. And then when you really need to call animal control, they're not going to be out to come help you because you done lied so many times. So all my player hating ass neighbors, cut that shit out. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this gem and take care of them dogs.